What defines an excellent cinematography work? One would say that decent cinematographers sees beyond what others can, such as lines, geometric shapes, space, depth, light, framing, and many more, thus producing stunning visuals that satisfy both filmmakers and the audience. Roger Deakins once said in an interview when asked, "How would you describe cinematography to other people?"
Really got no idea how you describe it. I mean, it's such a, also, but one discipline overlaps with another, on a film crew. It's like, where does cinematography start and end? Where does production design start and end? Where does editorial start and end? What's the influence of the image making on the final film versus, it's a load of people getting together trying to do the best they can. I don't know how you describe what the cinematographer's job is. Cinematography, well, it's simply telling stories with pictures, I suppose, but that's what people say, but I don't think it's quite that, really.
So, what do you think that defines an excellent cinematography work? To know what defines an excellent cinematography work is to know the basic fundamental types of camera angle, framing, and composition, and why do DPs tend to shoot it in that way. Let's pick Parasite by Bong Joon-ho as an example as I further explain in details touching the basic fundamentals in cinematography. Parasite recently won 4 Oscars including Best Pictures as well. It's also the first Asian film to ever win Oscar for Best Picture. Uniting filmmakers all around the world is a step closer now. Parasite is basically a simple story that shows 2 different families living in different lifestyles. What I find interesting in this film is the visual itself. The camera techniques that they use is fairly simple yet unique, creating a constant mood and tones to the entire film. First, we have leading lines. Leading lines can be something physical in the shot or imaginary that guides the viewer to a certain key element in the scene. This includes vertical, horizontal, or even diagonal lines. Lines are everywhere in a lot of films. Many cinematographers use this not only to direct the viewer's attention, but to also use this technique to create certain connection with the character, to show what is the character or subject is going through with the language of lines. Framing of subjects according to what camera angles are actually important too, because it creates and amplifies your subject's emotional value, and this is crucial. It's simple, but often overlooked. Let's look at the basic camera angles, which consist of low, high, and eye-level framing in the film Parasite. Framing your camera to a high angle often indicates weakness and no power. It creates a feeling of looking down onto your subjects, but sometimes it's not always that. High angle can also be used in many situations, but the most common usage of an high angle is to somehow show the character in his or her vulnerable and powerless state.
뭐라고?
Eye-level framing often refers to the natural state of the character. By bringing the camera lower to the eye level, it helps the viewer to be at the same level with the subject, not looking up or down. By doing so, this pulls in the viewer's attention more. This technique is a perfect representation of how we see and talk to people in our real life.
제 옆에 와서 좀 앉아보세요.
And lastly, we have the low angle. These types of angle are often used to emphasize power and control to the character in a scene. Normally placed on villains or characters that seem manipulative, or even just showing pure dominance. This makes the subject bigger and taller, making the characters seem superior. Filmmakers often use this specific technique to also show changes and character development at a certain point in a film.
Are you okay?
To sum it up, Parasite's visual is one of the most simplest form of cinematography, yet still delivers a meaningful cinema language universally. Here's a scene that utilizes all of those basic camera techniques that was mentioned earlier.
혹시라도 이걸 쓸 찬스가 있으면 대박이긴 한데.
This is Alternative Filmmaking, and thanks for staying till the very end.